Hello again, everybody. This is Mr. McSquare coming at you from the Java Coast yet again. This is episode lucky number 7. And today is a bit of an update. You can see I'm in my farming area. Got a beautiful windmill behind me from my previous episodes. Added a barn, which it's currently empty, but hey, there's a barn there. Future project, still not sure, but hey, we got a structure for it. Probably going to be animal oriented, maybe the animal feed and harvesting different animal products. Got a nice flat roof up here and for a good view. You can see we have semi-automatic farms over there right behind the windmill. Got all 4 of the main crop types there. And then at the end of the animal barn, of course, is the animal pens. We've got mushrooms, brown mushrooms, regular cows, pigs, and of course chickens, each with their own enclosure. We're just doing a quick update here because we got a field of sweet berries, and we've got sweet berry storage in the windmill as well. And got all the yummy goodness. Sweet berries. Anyway, bear with me. The first part's just a bit of an update of some of the progress that we're making. And this progress is farms. This server's only been running for less than 3 weeks. Can you believe it? Less than 3 weeks. And we're chiseling away at some good progress here. So we get our berry crop. Put that away. And you might hear some laughing. There's an LA inside holding an item. These are our semi-automatic farms. Simple operation. You just turn on water spouts. I'll give you an example here with the lead. Okay, so if I turn on both these water spouts, it'll knock everything down for me. It's not going to replant everything. I've got to do that by hand. That's why I say it's semi-automatic. But that takes away... It saves a bunch of time. And then I just go in there, grab a bunch of seeds and start replanting. I'm using this one specifically as an example because we're going to feed the chickens some seeds, and the 3 different kinds of cows I have, and the expansions aren't even out yet, but the current 3 kinds, which is cows, mushrooms, and brown mushrooms, we're going to feed them some wheat, just make more of them. And clickety-click, you can see that wheat farm is replaced. And we're not going to go through all the crops. You get the idea. It's a semi-automatic farming area. We got all 4 of the crops. We got beets and wheat, and potatoes and carrots. E-I-E-I-O. On this farm, we got some mushrooms, some regular cows, some brown mushrooms. Nope, get out of the water. That's not a bathtub. Nope, that's drinking water. Okay, so we got mushrooms, brown mushrooms, which are just created by getting your mushrooms struck by lightning. Easy to do with a good old lightning rod. The regular cows. Chicken coop. Like to visit it once in a while, just collect a whole bunch of eggs, because we're going to make automatic chicken farms later. We're going to franchise them. So breed them up, make me some eggs, boys. Or I should say girls. Okay. And we'll just keep a couple in hand so that the chickens stay away from the door. Do that. Then we'll quickly swap items and then run for the door. Come on over. Come on over. Come on over. Away from the door. Hey, you. Get away from the door. Come on over. When they're away from the door, switch items. But none of them escape. Alrighty then. What's better than mushrooms and brown mushrooms? More mushrooms and more brown mushrooms. So we'll just throw the weed at them, get more of them. More, 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 more. Okay, and we got some left over, and we'll let the regular cows have them. If you harvest a cow, it's like, if you slaughter them, you're just going to get regular leather and beef. But if you use a shear on them, you can actually get the mushrooms off their backs. Additionally, a bucket gets milk from cows, and bulls will get suspicious stew from the mushrooms and the brown mushrooms. So, in addition to all the animals, we added an ice farm. You can see the ice peaks over here. Now, ice farms are great, and they're super simple. All it is a water source in an ice area, and that water source will freeze over and make ice. That's it. So, in order to make an ice farm, we just need renewable water sources and an area to do it. So, we'll go right up to the peak here. This looks good. And then we'll start clearing it out for construction. Okay. Just give you an example here. Put the water in the hole. And that's just my test spot, just to make sure that it turns to ice. Spoiler alert, in time it does. So this place is good to go just to level it out and build a big old water basin that will freeze. Now, to make sure that the water sources are renewable, what we're going to do is we'll put a half slab of stone on top of each water source I want to keep, and those will flow into a big basin and create additional water sources. So that when I harvest the ice away, the sources that are underneath the slabs will still be there. And also, because they're under slabs, it's not a full block, it won't turn into ice. Water sources in partial slabs don't turn into ice. They stay as water sources. This is just down the side of the hill to show you that yes, it is indeed an icy area and ice will form here. Now, unfortunately, I'll show you in a later episode, what I want is blue ice. And blue ice is made by taking a bunch of ice, take 9 ice, make a packed ice. Take 9 packed ice, and you can make 1 blue ice. Unfortunately, that means you need 81 ice to make 1 blue ice. I don't know why I do this to myself, but I do. So, we'll make a ridiculous amount of ice so that we can make a nice highway later. You can see I pull the water out, it's replaced. And that's because the half slabs underneath the half slabs are water sources, and they will refill. And we just half slab that so that it will never freeze over, which gives us a diagonal line down the middle, and you can see the ice forming all over the place. Now, the biome ends right here. Just by the luck of the draw, see snowflakes, raindrops, raindrops and snowflakes. The raindrops is the plains biome, the snowflakes is the frozen biome. So those 3 blocks will never freeze into ice. Oh well, we can accept that this farm is 3 blocks away from being ideal. Now here's the best part of our update. We made a wool farm. Why is the wool farm the best part? Well, wool farms are no big deal. it's just an observer that's going to see when grass is consumed. And when the grass is consumed, it's going to tell an attached dispenser to fire. And that dispenser has shears, so it will automatically shear sheep. And then we'll put a collection system underneath it. And that's it. Like, these things are super simple. Go ahead and Google them. But really, it's the one observer. And this is for each sheep. Okay, come on. You gotta have it facing the right way. So you get an observer facing... This would have been easier if I left some dirt in there. Okay, so you get the observer facing, like so, the square that a sheep is going to consume. And every time it consumes the grass off of it, it fires. It fires and sends a redstone pulse, which will transfer through the redstone dust. And that will just send right up to the dispenser. Okay, facing the wrong way. The dispenser, which will be loaded with shears, which essentially fires the shears. The sheep that's right in front of this will be sheared, and its wool will drop, and then we'll just collect it all. Now, I really love this farm. Not because it's simple, I do appreciate that, and I don't love it because it's repeatable and compact and cheap to build. I love it because it's going to give me all the ammunition I need to prank the other players. It's going to give me all the colored blocks, and that's just a lot of creative freedom. Now I know I'm asking for it from the other players, like you prank them, you're open to retaliation. That's all fair, but it's all done in fun, so it's okay. And that's fine. It's all part of playing with multiple people. We don't beat each other up, but we do prank each other. Okay. Let's turn it sideways just so it doesn't roll away on us. There we go. He'll get out of the way. Okay. Dig our way out. Pull him in. And then enclose it. Like so. So we got a sheep in a glass bottle here with the dispenser ready to fire on him. Okay. Take the lead off. The lead's at his feet. We'll just pick it up. Okay. And as soon as we're going to rearm this. We're going to rearm this. And then once the shears are inside the dispenser, it's armed. So there, that's the signal transfer. And it is now armed. As soon as he eats the grass at his feet, the observer will detect that, which is underneath the dispenser. It'll send its signal, which transfers through the redstone dust to the dispenser. The dispenser fires the shears, basically activates a shear onto the sheep, and then that's it. It shears the wool, and there's a collection system underneath. Super simple. And then we just replicate it for every color. Like so. That's the whole thing just replicated and capped up with some spruce. Not hard to make it all. Didn't take a long time. I already had everything I need for all the dyes, so each of these sheep is dyed with the color of wool block over its head. And I'll open the chest and you can see it works. Red guy, hey, it makes red wool. Brown guy? Okay, let's go to black. Black was the first one I did. Black sheep? Hey, black wool. That's working. And now what do I do with all that wool? Well, it's pranking ammunition. Now it's whatever my imagination can come up with. Like so. Here we got a big chicken. A big chicken at Skye's barn. Looks so cute. Then, we don't have to just stop there. We can go and visit our other friend, Mr. Caden. That's Mr. Caden's house there. Chicken here. Caden's house over here. And we can leave Caden a big lovely bee. He just made a big bee farm. A big bee farm needs a big bee. There you go, Caden. Leave him a couple signs. He's so cute. Anyway, I love the wool farm. The wool farm it kind of unlocks my creative limits, because now I've got all the colors to work with. Chickens and bees and other ideas, oh my. So, now that I've got all my wool and all my colors, I can do more shenanigans. So like, subscribe, and join me on this shenanigan adventure. And until next time, bye-bye.